When the badge turns silent, the body cam speaks. Citizen rights violated.
This episode is from I Am a Good Citizen. Check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him credit. In this episode, Good Citizen is calmly filming outside a police station for his independent journalism. Suddenly, a sergeant rushes out, demanding to know what he's doing. The questions and pressure keep coming. Then, without warning, the sergeant grabs his phone and performs an illegal search. But it doesn't end well for the sergeant. Good Citizen takes the case to H&K solicitors, sues the sergeant and the police, and wins a payout, making this a very costly mistake for them.
Any reason why you're filming the police station?
Yeah, there is a reason, yeah.
What is the reason?
Can you please identify yourself first?
Sorry?
Can you please identify yourself first?
I'm Sergeant Mark Coates.
Sergeant Mark. And shoulder number?
Shoulder number's there.
5377.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm independent journalist. I'm gathering footage for a story.
You're an independent journalist?
Yes.
Have you got a press pass?
I'm independent. So.
Okay, you don't work for anyone then?
So do you know what independent
No, but
is?
as in, are you working for a particular company?
No, I'm independent. I work for myself.
So what is the purpose of filming today?
Just gathering some footage for a story, sir.
What's the story?
I cannot tell. I'm still working on it, so I cannot say.
But what is the reason that you're filming? Because this is a secure police building.
Yeah.
We also have to ask questions why people are filming.
Yeah. And I told you.
You said it's for a story, but you haven't told me what the story's about.
But I don't have to tell you about the stories, but I'm still working on it, right? So it's not finished. If it's finished, when I publish it, you'll see what the story is. But I'm still working on it, so I don't want to compromise my story.
You're not going to compromise the story, because I'm not. From my point of view, I just need to be happy you're here for the right reasons. Yeah. Because police officers and police buildings are potential targets.
From the moment the sergeant comes out, it's clear he's not focused on the facts. He immediately asks the auditor what his story is about. When he doesn't get the answer he wants, he says, "I need to be happy you're here for the right reasons." That's not following the law. It's acting on his own feelings. He tries to justify it by saying police buildings are potential targets, but that's a weak excuse. Almost anything could be called a potential target if you stretch it. The law doesn't let officers act just because they feel uneasy. They need reasonable suspicion based on real facts. And here, there were none. It was just a sergeant unhappy with the situation.
So I have to be happy, the reason why you're here.
So how can I make you happy?
By telling me what the idea is your story is about.
I cannot tell you about the story. I'm just gathering some footage, so I'm an independent journalist, and that's it really.
But you've got a story in mind.
Yeah, I do have a story in mind, yeah.
So I need to know what that story is about. Is it to do with what security like around the police building, what the coming and going police officers?
I cannot tell.
Because the route we're going to go down is you're going to be stopped and searched under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, whereby we will seize your phone, we'll look at your phone and say...
It's going to seize my phone?
We can seize your phone if we feel we have to.
What grounds, sir?
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act...
But what grounds?
Just telling you, let me explain.
Okay.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, you can be stopped and detained and searched. And part of that search, we can look at your phone and we can see what photographs you've got.
Yeah, but
don't turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning my phone off.
Turn your phone off, we will see.
No, I'm not turning my phone off.
Right, so that's the route we can go down. I'm not saying we will go down that route, but at the moment, I'm not satisfied. The reason why you're filming here, you've told me it's for a story.
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me what the story's about.
But
do not turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning it off. I don't want...
I'm going to seize your phone now. Do not turn your phone off.
No, I'm not turning it off. I don't want... No.
I'm going to seize your phone now.
I'm not turning...
I'm going to seize your phone at the moment under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act because you seem to be trying to turn it off.
No, just because I couldn't hold it. Please keep recording.
When the sergeant can't find out what the auditor's story is about, he threatens to use Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. This law is only for when there's reasonable suspicion someone is involved in terrorism. But here, there's no evidence, no intelligence, nothing. Just a sergeant trying to use a serious power as pressure. Then, without detaining the auditor, he snatches the phone from his hand, claiming he thought it was being turned off. At that moment, he had no legal right to take it. No arrest, no search, no warrant. In UK law, taking someone's property without authority is illegal. This shows exactly how police powers can be abused. First push for what you want, then threaten laws you can't justify, and finally, just take it anyway.
Have you got any ID, sir?
So, have I committed a crime?
We'll go down over it then. You're now detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. You're going to be stopped and searched. Part of that, I need your details so I can check to see who you are, and we have the power.
But you're abusing... Okay, so if I don't give you my name, are you going to arrest me?
I'm not saying I'm going to arrest you, I'm saying you'll be detained. I've asked you the reason why you're filming.
Yeah.
You've told me for a story.
Yeah, I'm independent journalist.
Which is fine, I understand that. But you can't tell me the story. So
I cannot tell you the story, right? Because I'm working on it. It's not finished yet, sir.
But you must have the concept.
Yeah, I'm just walking around and film in the city of London.
You're filming a police station.
Yeah, why not? I'm staying on a public. Right, this is a public payment.
Yeah.
So you took my phone, right?
I took your phone because I think you were trying to.
No, I don't want to. I just want to be filmed because I want to make sure what I'm doing is right. I'm not hiding. I want to keep filming. I don't want to stop filming. Please film me. Can I have? So you seize my phone, and I'm not happy with seizing my phone.
We haven't seized it. We're taking it off you.
Well, we take it, but it's not in me. It's not in me. No, I don't want to turn it off. I want to continue filming. Can I have my phone and continue filming, sir?
At the moment, you're detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Part of that is we are going to examine your phone for photographs you've been taken today, and power to do that. It's under Section 43. And also, I need to do some name checks on you, so I need some of your ID.
When the auditor pushes back, saying his phone has already been taken and he still wants to film in public, the sergeant tries to dodge it. He says, "We haven't seized it. We just took it because we thought you were going to turn it off." That's nonsense. Taking someone's property without permission is a seizure, no matter what you call it. Then he reveals the real plan. They claim the auditor is detained under Section 43, so they can look at his phone for photos and videos. While Section 43 can be used to search for terrorism evidence, it only works if the detention itself is legal. Here, it's not. There was no terrorism suspicion and no reasonable grounds, just an officer looking for a reason to interfere with a journalist's work.
Okay, so if I don't give you my name, are you going to arrest me?
Not particularly, but we will make some more inquiries. The quicker we get your ID, the quicker we can check.
So if it is a lawful order, I give him a lawful order to give my identity.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, you are detained. As part of that, we have the power to look at your phone and also do some checks on you and to search you.
Okay, but so is it a lawful order?
It's an order. It's a power.
I give him a lawful order. So if you give me a lawful order to give you my name and date of birth, I'm gonna give it, but under the threat of arrest. If you don't give me
a threat of arrest.
So if it's not under the threat of arrest, I don't want to give it.
Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we need to do some checks on you. Right. Shall I explain why you've been detained then?
Explain, what are the grounds?
Because you are seen outside the police station filming. As we've passed you, you're holding your phone like this, so we can photograph yourself, but clearly filming the gate. Part of that gate is a security pad, so I don't know whether you're filming to see if officers are pressing that to get access to the building. This is a police building. You gave a reason, you're an independent journalist and you're making a story. But you can't tell me the context of that story, you can't tell me why you're here.
I told you.
You haven't.
I told you, sir.
The sergeant's reasons for using Section 43 are incredibly weak. First, he says the auditor is filming the station gate, which has a security pad, and worries he might be recording officers using it. That's not reasonable suspicion, it's just paranoia. The keypad is in public view, the camera isn't even aimed at it, and there's no law against filming something you can see from a public spot. His second reason is even worse. The auditor won't explain his story or why he's there. That's not a crime, it's his right. You don't have to justify being in public or give details of your work just to avoid suspicion. Using someone's refusal to answer as a reason to search them isn't suspicion. It's punishing them for not complying.
I'm going to ask you one question. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Have you got anything on you that can harm me or harm
I don't answer any questions.
I'm Sergeant Mark Coates. Warrant number 218.
Sergeant Mark Coates.
218186, attached to Southwark Police Station. You are
218186.
You are detained under Section 43.
I don't agree. I don't agree with any search procedure. I'm gonna file a civil claim against you because you're violating my rights. I'm staying on public property, peacefully exercising my rights to film in public. I've done nothing wrong.
I haven't seen you done anything.
What grounds do you have to believe I'm a terrorist?
I didn't say you were a terrorist.
So why are you using Section 43 of the Terrorism Act if I'm not a terrorist?
Because you are filming outside a police station.
But you said I'm not a terrorist, sir.
I didn't say you were a terrorist. I said you're detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
So do you think I'm a terrorist?
I didn't say you were.
Why using Section 43? You have to have reasonable grounds to believe I'm a terrorist.
Because you're seen outside the police station filming a keypad and officers going in and out.
But that's not real ground.
But in this current role, obviously, a lot of police officers are targeted by people who wish to do us harm.
You don't have reasonable grounds, sir.
This is where the sergeant's whole case falls apart. When asked why he believes the auditor is involved in terrorism, he admits he doesn't. That's a huge mistake. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act can only be used when there's reasonable suspicion of terrorism. By saying there isn't, he admits there's no legal reason for the detention. Instead of fixing it, he just repeats that it's under Section 43, ignoring the law's actual requirement. Simply saying the section number doesn't make it legal. He's already destroyed any grounds for it.
You're violating my rights with this search. I don't agree on that. I'm going to file a lawsuit against you. This is absolutely illegal what you're doing. I do not agree on searching my back.
You may not agree on it, sir, but I've tried to explain on a number of occasions.
Yeah. I don't agree on that. This is unlawful search of my back. Unlawful. Sorry, what are you expecting to find, sir? You have to tell me what you're expecting to find from my back. Under Section 43 of Terrorism Act. What are you expecting to find, sir?
There may be evidence that you are using...
Like what?
If you're not going to keep talking over me, I'm not going to be able to explain to you.
Okay, you have to tell me before starting the search, actually. Can you tell me what you're expecting to find in my back and in myself?
I'll explain to you, you've been detained under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act because we have the power to search your phone and your bag and you for any article.
But you have to tell me. You have to tell me.
You don't want to talk or you don't want to talk?
I just want to understand.
Any articles that you may use in the event of planning a terrorist attack.
Like what?
Any article. A camera, a weapon, anything.
It's embarrassing that the auditor has to teach the sergeant basic search rules, but it also shows a lot. While going through his belongings, the sergeant is reminded that he must tell the person being searched exactly what he's looking for. This isn't a favor, it's the law. Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act and all UK stop and search powers, officers must say what object or type of evidence they're searching for. This ensures the search is clear, reasonable, and within legal limits. Without this, the person has no way to know if the officer is following the law or just fishing for anything.
The people think I'm terrorist now.
No one thinks that, sir.
Yeah, sure. I'm here, you're searching my back like I've done something wrong. Crazy. Can I also have the water, please?
If you don't mind, you'll have that when we're finished with the search, okay?
Okay.
I don't know what's in there.
Oh, okay.
Just for safety, for everyone's safety.
Okay. There's a thorough search by the sergeant. Sorry, who are you, sir?
PC O'Neill.
PC O'Neill. Okay. And your shoulder number, please?
5459. 5459 Sierra Oscar.
I've contacted a solicitor and the solicitor sent a claim to the police.
This is what happens when Sergeant Mark Cott abuses his power. H&K solicitors confirmed a £1,500 payout, and that money comes from taxpayers, not his wages. The statement is clear. He detained and searched a journalist without legal grounds, seized his phone while he was exercising his right to film in public, and misused Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Other officers helped him too. From the start, the sergeant acted like he already had his verdict, pressing the auditor repeatedly for details about his work. The law doesn't require anyone to justify filming in public. Ignoring that fact turned a simple encounter into a legal disaster. Then came the misuse of Section 43. That power only applies when there's reasonable suspicion of terrorism. He admitted there wasn't, yet still used it to detain and search. That wasn't a mistake. It was a conscious choice to use one of the UK's most serious stop powers without justification. Once he admitted that, everything else he did was unlawful. Taking the auditor's first phone before any legal authority, claiming he might turn it off, was ridiculous. Snatching the second camera later only proved this was never about a real security threat. It was about control and stopping recording. When officers take a journalist's equipment without clear legal power, it's not policing, it's suppression. This was all avoidable. A professional approach, recognizing the right to film and checking for any real security risk, would have cost nothing, broken no laws, and earned respect. Instead, the sergeant's actions gave the auditor a clear legal win, cost taxpayers £1,500, and created another filmed example of how bad policing damages trust and comes with a price we all pay.